This is a bit like a guided tour of my personal physique, but this is obviously my right hand, and you'll see I've got age spots, but not all of them are bona fide age spots. This is evidence of the dislocated thumb there, and I get, when I move that, I get referring pain down here. So here, I'm pretty sure that's a cable there. See that lump over there? That twangs. When I move my thumb, it twangs up here on this upper surface here. So whatever the cable appears to be caught wherever the thumb has been dislocated. I'm not saying it has, but that's what it sort of appears, because I'll move this thumb at times and like I can feel it pulling there all the time, just on the surface of the skin, not deep. And there's that cable there. That's a cable there. I presume. I don't think that you would have your, well, you might, but whatever it is, it twangs, whether it's a cable or whether it's natural, it twangs along whatever it is that pokes up here, just under the surface of the skin. That's the dislocated. That's been like that since 2007. It's not a ganglion cyst. That's the dislocation. I wish it was a ganglion. That's normal. Okay, so you see all these spots here. They're all indicators of where it sparks. These dark ones, these large darkies, they're all indicators of sparks. Same, and you can see the multicolored in my hands. That's the burns. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it on screen if I can find it. There. So there's a round mark. There's, just follow it closer, there. And a longer one here. Longer here and up here. These are all burns. See, and I'm pretty sure. After a while they all sort of join together and they look like a normal pattern of the skin, but they're all burns. What you're looking at is microwave burns on my arm. You get sparks there all the time. And the left one is a bit worse. It sparks. You see these? They're all from microwave burns, the constant microwave burns, these things. And up here, where this one is, that is constant sparking in there. I don't know if you can see those round burn marks there, but the same sort of thing. It constantly sparks there. And this is where there's some silicone as well. So there's a hard bit of silicone in there where I can't sort of, don't know if you can see it, but this is all silicone here. It's a big lump of silicone. And when I stretch my arm out like that, it's very hard there. It's not as hard as it was a couple of months ago because I've been covering it with sweat arm wristbands to reduce the access to the microwaves. But here is a big lump where the silicone starts. That's on the bend of the elbow. Huge lump. It's gets very painful. If I leave the skin uncovered for any period of time, it gets very painful. And like that is the burn. That's where it sparks constantly. And there's also a cable over the elbow that sparks over there. So that's oh, and there's on both hands there's cables that go down here. So the cable that crosses over the arm comes along the top of the arm. This is from the sparkings I feel. Along here, diverges here, goes over there and here, and it goes around one of the fingers. I can't remember at the moment, but it wraps around at least one of the fingers and it goes down into this thumb as well. So it seems like my hand's been set up for those computers where they put people's artificial limbs on, and that's the sort of experiment they've used on my hands. And this thumb is dislocated too, but it's not as bad. I can't, this one's desiccated. You can see it in that, you can't see it as much here, but I can see them for the fact that the thumbs stick up. My hand, when I used to put my hand out, it would be completely flat, but now the thumbs stick up on both hands, and that's how I know they're both desiccated. But I had an x-ray in on St. Patrick's Day, actually, in 2008, and I had the x-ray done at Liverpool Public Hospital, New South Wales. I travelled to New South Wales specifically. And from South Australia, and they wrote in their report that they took 12 months to send to me. They wrote in the report that the question was, were my thumbs, was my right thumb broken or desiccated, right? And so in the report they wrote that the base of both thumbs look the same. Because they're both desiccated, and that's how they said it. They said that by not saying anything at all, saying they both look the same. Well, they do. They're both desiccated. They've been desiccated since the 1990s, and that's the sort of sadistic mongrel activities that these people who have surgically raped me do, and just break my thumbs, desiccate my thumbs just for the fucking fun of it, and put implants over my knees and my elbows so as I can't lean or kneel on anything, you know. The whole schmeal. It's just demented. Whoever thought this up as a psychopathic asshole. And it's not just it's not just the thumbs. At the base of these index fingers, you'll see that raised lump area there. I can't because I've got holding with the other hand. But right there is a raised lump area. That gets really, really hot. And that's got something in there as well, because that ticks in there as well. It goes, you can feel the vibrations in there, in that raised lump part at the base of the pointing finger. So it's something to do with the artificial implants, like the the brain hand function, whatever program that they used for that particular research is the implant that they've used in my hand. You can see the lump there. It gets really, really hot. It burns. It gets really, really hot. And like you could say, like even with the dislocated hands, you can say, oh, okay, well, just go to another doctor. Well, I've been to multiple doctors. Multiple doctors say that there's no evidence that my thumb's dislocated, right? They say there's no evidence that my thumb's dislocated, despite the fact that there's this big lump hanging out the side, and I get the referred pain in the wrist, and I can't put my hand flat, right? I can't put my hand flat, right? And they say there's no evidence that the thumb's dislocated. This is every Australian doctor I've seen. I've had multiple x-rays of my hands.